Dobrodošli. Dojedođe za drugama v gori reakcijom important reakcijom, novi reakcijom. This is not going to be a fun subject to be covering. But because I've been studying the Balkans ever since I discovered the Balkans and didn't understand history that was taught even in school with the revolutionary wars and, talking about with Russia and Germany and Schindler's, watching the movie called Schindler's List, which is about the killing, the genocide of the Jews. I didn't know that it took place in the Balkan region, meaning the Jews were killed in most of Balkan countries. So let's react to this because this is someone that lived during the time of when this was happening. So this is an ex-Israeli official cries over a forgotten Holocaust.
Основной смысл того, что сделали с Югославией, было выбить Сербию, и чтобы не было больше никогда особых отношений между Сербией и Черногорией.
So, Yugoslavia was basically the Soviet Union, but an umbrella or a sub-unit part of Russia. Serbia and Montenegro, which is two countries in the Balkan region. So no wonder why Serbs have strong relations with Russians and why their languages sound very similar. But their primary goal was to get rid of Serbians was it to get rid of them indefinitely or to just break their relationship? I guess both, right?
России. Это еще со времен Черчилля Балканы должны быть вне российского влияния. Это была основная цель. Разгром Югославии, раздел Югославии планировался давно. В моей службе были отличные отношения со словенцами.
Oh, so he's Israeli and he was in Slovenia. Okay, I was with the Slovenians who were at the top of the state security of Yugoslavia. I didn't know that. So Slovenians were like the top military and security force for Yugoslavia, period. And I was their guest. Okay.
Я был в Словении. Я говорил со словенцами, которые стояли во главе службы безопасности Югославии. Я был их гостем. Они мне рассказывали, что происходит в Косово. Они уже были не за...
Wait, so this is... Okay, so here goes... So all this was happening at the same time? The situation with Kosovo too? So Slovenia was already independent at the time. Okay, that's good, I guess. But they told me that Kosovo's Muslim terrorists have been spreading terror from 1970s who supported them. Now, I have a question about that. I just recently did some research on Circassian people. I think the people of Dagestan. Yeah, and the white Albanians, they have faced some type of persecution. And I'm guessing that happened before that. So could the Kosovo Muslim terrorists be like people of Circassian origin? Like Dagestani people? I'm trying to think. Is it Dagestan? I got it written down, but I don't want to waste too much time. But Kosovo had gained a lot of white Albanians in Caucasia Albania, not Albania in the Balkans. Okay? Y'all...
Как косовские террористы, мусульмане с 70-х годов занимаются террором и кто их поддерживает. Балканы очень тяжелый район.
Okay, so
Там
that's how you
праведников
say
не
the
было. Это
Balkans.
была гражданская война. И сербы отлично помнили, что сделали с ними хорваты во время Второй мировой войны. Хорваты убивали сербов и евреев. Просто так. 1 миллион человек.
Концлагерь есть.
1 миллион человек убили хорваты.
Не хорваты, а усташи, есть разница.
Хорваты.
Хорваты.
Хорваты. Не сербы, а хорваты убивали сербов за...
So he's saying no, Croatians. He's basically saying not just the Nazi Croats. He's basically saying now. I just watched a speech on the Holocaust, and it speaks about how the Germans applied so much pressure on the people in the Balkans to basically give up the Jews, or Jewry, that was the term at the time, because if they was non-Jew, that would be an easier way for people in the Balkans that was not Jewish, basically Slavic people. They were under that type of stress. I guess they could be killed too. But I didn't know that the Serbs were being killed at the same damn time during where the Jews were being killed. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is it because the Serbs were the only people to actually defend the Jews? I don't know, or there were Serbian Jews mixed with the Jews that migrated to Serbia, refugees.
То, что они сербы, вместе с евреями и цыганами.
Да.
Не ну, а ну.
Жесточайшим
Убивали
образом.
только за то, что они сербы.
Жесточайшим образом убивали в лагерях. Страшающе.
У хорватов был свой способ казни, и они его применяли в этой войне. Но никто об этом не
Вы о
говорил.
фашистах говорите, не о хорватах?
Я говорю о хорватах.
Я думаю, что Яков прекрасно знает, о чем он говорит.
He said that's Horvashka. So I think Yaakov knows exactly what he's talking about, and he has supreme knowledge of the Russian language. He doesn't need an external editor. Oh, shit. A little roast session right there. Vatra.
И блестяще владеет русским языком, чтобы обойтись без внешнего.
У хорватов был любимый способ казни. Они сводили их к реке, мужчин, женщин.
They took out huge truncheons and killed Serbs. So those trenches, because I didn't even know trenches, it's just logic I'm using. Because I've seen those trenches before of Serbians being lined up. And it's not a grave, they lined up in a trench. Meaning they excavated, shoveled up a massive burial site or extermination burial. I don't know what you would call it, but I've seen that.
Детей. И огромной дубинкой разбивали черепа и бросали в воду. Это традиционная хорватская казнь. Но никто об этом не говорил. Из хорватов с Хорватии начался распад Сербии с применением.
Okay, so now, when I did some research a long time ago about how World War II started, I bet you any amount of money he's about to bring up the Bosnians, because the Croats and the Bosnians has some type of ties together. And another thing is that I mentioned the Circassian people, because Circassian people, the Adigea, the Shapshu people, okay, they speak many languages, but the Dagestani, that's why I brought up Dagestani and the Caucasian Albanians. If I'm not mistaken, they were called barbaric, and they were considered as terrorists for some odd reason. I don't know if it was true that they were terrorists or they made up a lie, just like they made up a lie about the Jewish people. And I just found out why the Jewish people, so many people had faced extermination. Like I seen the movie when I was a child. My teacher actually, we watched it in class, and it was a very touching situation. You know what I'm saying? They shaved the women's heads. All the women, I think even little girls too. I think any female that was Jewish, they shaved their heads and then they put them on the train to never be seen again. And I still remember, never seen the movie, but that one time. And I remember that when they got to this extermination site, I forget what the name was called. It wasn't called the gas chamber, but I do remember seeing them going to the gas chamber. But the furnace where they would walk in and they would burn alive or something like that. I forget the actual name for that because I was a child.
Военные силы. Славянцы ничего не было, тихо, спокойно ушли. И никто их не трогал. И не было проблем. Я с ними говорю.
Okay, so Slovenians, they didn't get touched. Slovenians are basically Serbians, though. Slovenians and Czechs, Czechian people.
Праведников там не было, все убивали. Но
Everyone was killed.
что меня волнует? Хорваты, которые были пособниками нацистов, и босняки. 90%.
I told you he was going to bring up the Bosnians. So he said the Croats fought on the Nazi side, and 90% of Hitler's Muslim battalion were Bosnian Muslims. I see why Croatia and Bosnia don't get a lot of recognition when it comes to anything. I mean, maybe not even economy.
Мусульманского батальона Гитлера были босняки.
Bosnia.
Из Боснии. Они вместе с нацистами воевали. И на стороне Боснии были люди.
This is important. This is so important. Because not only they were deported, talking about the Dagestani people deported to Kosovo, but I got a weird feeling that he's about to bring up Kurds. And could these people that he's talking about, let's read it. In the last war, people from Afghanistan, Mujahideen, he's, wherever the subtitle is, it's not spelling it the way the Manzandian people, is that what that means? Is that what it's saying? I don't know. Fought on the side of Bosnia for money of bin Laden and weapons received from him. What?
На деньги и вооруженные Бен Ладена. Из Афганистана. На стороне Боснии воевали чеченцы.
The Chechens are Circassian people. Excuse my language, I was right. If I was him, I would have the same goddamn face of disgust that he has right now.
Отсюда.
The Chechens.
То есть
Circassian people.
весь международный интернационал, все подонки террора собрали.
All the international Islamic terrorists scum gathered in Bosnia. They fought against the Serbs. I know the Kurds had something to do with this too. I'm not fucking stupid. This is fucking crazy.
В Боснии и воевали против сербов. Никто не говорит о сербах, которых сожгли в церквях. В той же самой.
Burned in churches? No, I never heard of that in a day of my life. And I've been talking to Serbians, Croats, Bosnians for the last couple of years. Romanians, Polish, the whole entire damn Balkan region. Greeks just claim it to be the whole still ancient Rome.
Косово и в той же самой Боснии. Это была гражданская война. Очень жестокая. И не было праведников ни с одной стороны. Но обвинили только сербов. В отношении того, что говорили Милошевич, а кто-нибудь слышал о том, что Гаагский трибунал решил по поводу Милошевича? В прошлом году написано, у нас нет доказательств того, что он отдавал приказ.
So Milosevic, they had no evidence of ordering and killing Croats, Bosnians, and others. Now, I was going to mention that. Now, about 2 years ago, I reacted to a song called Vojna Chana Glave, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Come to find out, the song was about the killing of, it's a Croatian song, Croat song, national song, but it's about the killing of the Serbians. Okay, then I think I ended up reacting to a military parade or something. It was a Serbian JNA video, and then I got backlash from the Croats. Now, what was interesting is that I still remember like it was yesterday. I don't have those videos no more, because I didn't know, and I was not trying to offend no one. Come to find out, the Croats like, oh, well, they did this, they killed our people. So basically, the same thing that he's saying. This happened to the Croats, I think, in World War I, or a war that happened after World War I. I forget, but I think it's a war that happened after World War I. What he's talking about with the Croats accusing the Serbians. And if I'm not mistaken, it's called Srebrenica, something like that. Excuse me if I pronounced it wrong. Bazausta, Izvinice.
Об уничтожении хорватов, боснийцев и других. И вот трибунал оправдал за недостаточностью улик. Кто-нибудь об этом говорит?
Милошевича.
Он умер в тюрьме.
Мы об этом говорили.
Не осужденный.
He died in prison and was not even convicted? No
И
justice?
по определению трибунала, по другому приговору, год назад, там было написано, нет никаких улик и доказательств того, что Милошевич виновен
That's right. Speak with such compassion.
в геноциде и в
Там
убийствах.
другое написано. Дело закрыто в связи со смертью, и так и не были исследованы.
Я говорю о том определении, которое было после его смерти, год назад, Гаагским судом по другому делу. Но
Is he Croatian, that other dude? Like, which you defending, bruh? Like, and I want to make this disclaimer. It's probably too late. But any Croat that see this video, I have nothing against the good Croats, okay? But you had anything to do with this? No, I don't fuck with you, okay? And that goes along with the Serbians. That goes along with anybody. You know what I'm saying? This is straight up wrong. And y'all had the nerve to be worrying about our history in general? So people are so destructive.
там упомянули, что нет доказательств.
They stated there was no proof. He's
Но никто об этом не говорит.
Мы говорили.
А в отношении мадам Олбрайт. Это человеколюбивая мадам Олбрайт, которая к моему стыду принадлежит к моему народу. Хотя она об этом узнала на старости лет, она думала, что она чешка. И никак не могла понять, почему ее родители убежали из Чехии.
Нет.
Она еврейка.
Да ладно.
Да ладно, ну что я могу сделать? Ну, у каждого народа есть свой.
So I was right. The Serbs protected the Jews. That was the only logic reason why they would kill the Serbs too. Now, not for the Croat side. Croat have, like I said, what he's basically saying, they had more agendas. They just needed a reason. So by the Croats joining, the Nazis gave them, and the Bosnians, in Romania, in Bulgaria, in Hungary, which is not a Slavic country, but is in the Balkan region, or near the Balkan region. Now, what they don't mention, I do have this written down, Slovakia and France. Now, Romania supposedly killed about a few 100,000 people, Jewish people, and then they kind of reneged on their, like they something happened to where they knew that the Germans was going to lose, and so they reneged and they refused to hand over any Jews, but they killed Jews themselves, which is super weird. And that's where a lot of speculation and a lot of cover up comes down at, because even the people that has lived through that and probably still living right now don't want to own up to what they really have done. You done probably send off one of your friends, your family members. There are people in Serbia that are missing. There's something about I'm not going to get into that right now, but smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notifications. You know what I'm saying? This is just for informal reasons. I'm not here to take any sides, just for the history itself. You know what I'm saying? Because every country has a dark side. You know what I'm saying? And we will be getting to Serbia. You know what I'm saying? Messing with the Albanians and, you know, but this is crazy. This is crazy. And y'all talk about where the Albanians came from. Y'all know where they came from. Y'all know exactly where they came from. There's two different types of Albanians. So the Albanians in Kosovo is not the same Albanians in Albania. But y'all would tell me they are. No, Albanians in the Balkan regions are kin or close relations to Serbia. Not as his DNA-wise, genetics.